many cars do you have right now?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Many athletes around the world earn millions of dollars. For example, Serena Williams, who earns her millions on the tennis court, or Sachin Tendulkar, who makes his fortune playing cricket. However, one athlete has a higher net worth than these two athletes combined. If you know soccer, chances are you have heard his name before. His name is Cristiano Ronaldo. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for your chance to get $1,000. But now let's move on. He is on place 2 of the highest paid athletes in the world and has become the most famous athlete in the world year after year. Today, we take a look at his life, his fortune, and most importantly, how he spends it. Cristiano Ronaldo has a classic rags to riches story that may have had a big impact on how he spends his money as an adult. Back in the day, he grew up in Portugal in complete poverty, sharing a single room with his 3 siblings. His talent was discovered, and it was decided that he was good enough to play semi-professionally, so he decided to drop out of school. For many normal people, this would be a very questionable move, but for Cristiano Ronaldo, it really worked out very well. In 2019, Cristiano earned an incredible $109 million in 1 year, the highest paid amount of his career in a single year. Then in 2018, he signed a contract with Juventus that promised him $64 million per year for a whole 4 years. But this incredible salary wasn't all. Juventus also paid a transfer fee of $117 million. Imagine them earning $117 million for signing a piece of paper. Really unbelievable. I think I should start playing soccer too. But if you're a famous player, of course, that's not the only way to make money. From his endorsements alone, Cristiano earns an average of $44 million a year. Companies that advertise with him include the likes of Clean Healthcare, Tag Our Over Life, and Toyota. However, his biggest contract is with Nike. This contract is expected to earn him $1 billion in his lifetime, well beyond his active career. Considering he also has the most IG followers in the world, it's probably no surprise that companies pay him so much money to recommend their products. However, Cristiano doesn't just make money from his sports career, he also has a few businesses to supplement his income. In Lisbon and Funchal, Portugal, he owns 2 hotels called Pestana CR7. The hotel has modern architecture and lighting in a soccer theme. In addition, stadium pictures of him hang everywhere. He also opened a hair transplant clinic called Inspirada in Spain and runs his own lifestyle and clothing company called CR7. So he has added to his fortune with several other businesses and is making a fortune from soccer. But how do you live when you make more than $100 million a year? Well, that's exactly what we're looking at now. If your name is Cristiano Ronaldo, you spend most of it on houses. He owns real estate worth over $27 million around the world. His newest home is a double villa in Turin, Italy. It is worth millions of dollars. But one villa was not enough, so he decided to buy 2 connected villas. From there, he can overlook the entire city. At the end of a private road, the house has an indoor and outdoor pool, 8 bedrooms, a private garden, and a modern gym inside, as well as dozens of fireplaces that complement the vintage aesthetic of the house. As I said, this isn't the only house he owns. That would be a bit small, wouldn't it? He also owns an apartment in Trump Tower in the heart of New York City. This apartment cost him $18 million and is the exact opposite of his childhood home. While his childhood home is embellished with an old-world flair, the Trump Tower apartment took a very different approach. The apartment contains several interesting patterns as it is designed in the maximalist style of Juan Pablo Molyneux. A lot of marble and gold. The apartment includes 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and has 2,510 feet of living space with views of New York and an unobstructed view of Central Park and the Hudson River. He also owns a large vacation home in Spain. It is located in Marbella. The $1.6 million villa is in a brand new exclusive development known as Superstars Cul-de-sac. Sounds like a place I'd like to live too. Maybe I'll buy a vacation home there sometime soon. The cottage is incredibly modern with high ceilings, picture windows, and bright white elements. In the master suite is a huge walk-in closet, a terrace with a breathtaking view of the sea. Of course, if he wants to take the time to relax, he can also look out to the sea from his infinity pool or his large sun deck. The house has its own wine cellar and cinema. But Cristiano doesn't just collect houses, he is also an avid car collector, and here the more expensive the better. He owns 19 luxury cars, worth several $1,000,000. Let's now take a look at a few of the cars he owns. 1. A Bentley GT Speed worth $220,000, in Rolls-Royce Phantom worth $360,000. Take a look at just a few of the cars he owns. A Rolls-Royce Phantom worth $360,000, a Bentley GT Speed worth $220,000, a Bugatti Veyron worth $1.7 million. The most impressive of all is a limited edition Bugatti Chironto DJ for $8.5 million. There are only 10 of this car in the world, and they can go from 0 out of 60 in 2.4 seconds. This car really gives you the tingles. He doesn't just own cars, though. He has 2 more expensive vehicles, private jets, his first a Gulfstream G200 business jet that reportedly cost him $19 million, but he didn't stop with just one jet. He needed the biggest and the best. And with a record like his, can you blame him? He bought another Gulfstream G650, which cost him an incredible $65.5 million. The Gulfstream G650 is often called the best private jet on the market, and I have to agree. The jet can seat 8 passengers and can be customized to fit the owner's needs. Whenever Cristiano jets off to Greece, China, or the United States, as he is known to do, he does so in style along with his cars, jets, and houses. Cristiano is not afraid to spend his money on clothes and watches. He owns one of the most expensive watches ever made by Rolex, a Rolex GMT Master Ice that retails for an astounding $485,000. The watch is set with 30 carats of diamonds and made of 18-carat white gold. Has also been spotted wearing a canary yellow diamond ring worth $261,000 and a watch from Jacob & Co. worth $160,000. So this is how Cristiano Ronaldo spends his millions. What would you spend it all on? Let me know in the comments. Enjoy the next video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for a chance to win $1,000.